Hello, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share the why, when, and how to quarantine. Why should you quarantine? The COVID-19 virus dies in almost all humans in 12 days. This virus doesn't cause symptoms in some people, so they don't know that they're infected. Even more sinister is that even if you develop symptoms, you have already been shedding infectious virus for a few days before symptoms develop. If every student and parent coming to Pine Forge quarantines from the population around you for 14 days, everyone coming to Pine Forge will have an extremely good chance of being COVID-19 free when they arrive to Pine Forge. There has been a tremendous amount of prayer and planning to make sure Pine Forge students have a successful in-person education this fall. However, you have one of the most important roles in the plan. You must be disciplined and follow the quarantine plan. I want to make sure you understand you are also responsible for the health and welfare of the teachers who have committed to serving God and you during this pandemic. Remember that this disease has serious and deadly effects on individuals with chronic illness and older folk. Your commitment to following the rules means you are accepting your responsibility in protecting your teachers and staff while they commit to providing the Pine Forge experience as Jesus has directed them. You must start your quarantine period 14 days prior to your arrival date to Pine Forge. Many of you will begin in just a few days. Some of you may be traveling a couple of days by car. Make sure to include those travel days into your quarantine or add them to the 14 days. Either is fine. Now, how to quarantine? The student should remain at home, no visitation of others. It's okay to go outside by yourself to enjoy fresh air and sunlight and solo exercise, but stay away from other people and wear your face mask around your neck so that you can quickly cover your mouth and nose if someone starts to get close to you. When in your home, wear your face cover when you come within 6 feet of your brothers or sisters, mother or father, and anyone else who is not quarantining with you. Do not eat, sing, play with members of your family who are not quarantining with you. Preferably, set up a spot in your house that is your safe spot to eat, read, play games, use social network services, and worship. Wash your hands before and after touching surfaces in your house where others not quarantining with you also use. Clean surfaces in your bathroom with a weak bleach solution or other CDC-approved disinfectants before and after you use a restroom used by others in your home. You can look on the CDC website for directions or refer to the Pine Forge Health and Wellness Policy Manual for directions on how to make your weak bleach solution and other disinfectant options. Household members who are not quarantining should maintain at least a distance of 6 feet from you at all times. They should also wear their face cover over their mouth and nose, even when they are 6 feet or more from you, if they are in a room with you. Household members should not sing or eat around you. Household members should disinfect the bathroom before and after each use, just like you are doing. On your way to Pine Forge, if traveling by plane, please refer to the CDC website on how to travel safely. However, here are some points that I'd like to emphasize. Please upgrade to an N95 mask or KN95 mask while traveling through the airport and while on the plane at all times. This is going to be a difficult task because these masks are thick and uncomfortable. However, they provide the greatest protection when distancing cannot be controlled. Clean your seat armrests and anything else you might touch with Lysol, Clorox, or other disinfectant wipes. Turn the airflow spigot on and direct it into the space around you to create a barrier of airflow to push other people's respiratory droplets from your face. Remember, the airplanes use advanced HEPA filtration systems in their air ventilation, so the risk of contracting the virus from recycled air is very low, and to date no cases have occurred. The risk of infection is from direct respiratory droplets coming out of the mouth of the people around you. Fortunately, most of the major airlines require face covers. If you are sitting next to a person without a face cover on, inform the flight attendant. It is fine to add eye protection. Wash your hands continuously, and especially after touching surfaces and luggage. Do not put your hands in your eyes, mouth, or nose at any time during your travel. Wearing gloves are fine, but gloves need to be disinfected just like your regular hands do, as they do not provide protection by themselves. If you are traveling by car, try to limit stops. Plan ahead by packing food so that you minimize restaurant exposure. However, consider drive-through stops and wear your mask when talking face-to-face with a food server from your car. Carry your weak bleach solution or wipes to disinfect surfaces in the restrooms you plan on touching. Always wear your mask during restroom breaks. If staying at a hotel, on the way, bring your weak bleach solution and spray all surfaces in the room that will be touched, especially the remote controls. And don't forget the light switches on the wall or the lamp controls. Wash or disinfect your hands continuously. If the parent traveling with you hasn't quarantined, make sure face masks are worn by everyone inside the car and keep the windows cracked a bit to have fresh air continuously circulating in the car. When resting in a hotel overnight, try to distance from the parent, sleep on the pull-out sofa, and keep the air on continuously in the room. It would be best to consider 2 separate rooms in this case, one for the parent, one for the student. Parents and guardians, if you cannot quarantine with your student prior to arrival to Pine Forge, please assume the highest level of PPE when you are outside of the home, KN95, 95, N95, eye protection, and keep a distance of 6 feet or more from others, and wash and disinfect your hands frequently. When you arrive to Pine Forge, please come immediately to the school for onboarding. Do not visit stores, restaurants, or family or friends. After the student is in her room, the parents are welcome to shop and bring things back to the dorm for their child to come out and pick up their belongings with their appropriate PPE on. Most importantly, pray that Jesus helps you and your family. Pray that Jesus protects you and protects your classmates. Pray that Jesus protects your school year. A safe and enriching Pine Forge school year awaits you. Principal Reynolds and the whole Pine Forge team are eager to welcome you home. Thank you.